Almonds are very popular, and often used for cooking in Greece. They are not only added to desserts and pastries, but also blended with garlic, to form a smooth paste known as skordolia. For a long time basil was primarily used for its medicinal properties in Greece. Translated, its Greek name Glikos means royal. Basil is mostly used for salads. It has a pungent fragrance and tangy flavor. Both its leaves and seeds are used for cooking. In some regions of Greece, visitors are still presented with some basil leaves as a farewell gift. Capers are the unripe buds of the caper tree. They are often collected wild, dried and preserved in brine, vinegar or olive oil. They appear in salads, as starters or seasoned spicy dishes. Chickpeas have been a staple for centuries. They are either stewed or boiled and mostly seasoned with lemon juice. Chickpeas are normally available in their dried version, and should be soaked in water overnight before cooking. Cinnamon mostly appears in its ground form in Greek cuisine. It is used especially to season tomato sauces when making moussaka or pasticcio. Cinnamon is also a popular choice for cakes, pastries and desserts. Dill, this herb, which still grows wild in some regions of Greece, is an important companion to white beans, artichokes or lamb. It has feathery little leaves, and adds a slightly sweet cumin-like flavor. Fava are yellow split peas, from which the famous eponymous cure is made. The best peas are allegedly from the island of Santorin, with its volcanic soils to which they owe their pungent flavor. They can also be replaced by yellow Indian Dill, from Asian delicatessens, or German yellow split peas. Figs, black, green, white or red fruits, with sweet flesh and small edible pips. They are used for all kinds of main courses and desserts. Dried figs are also available here loose, or pressed into blocks. Filo Pastry, Greek puff pastry, made of wheat flour, water and salt. It is rolled out into sheets, until paper thin and transparent. Mostly several sheets are coated with butter or oil, layered one on top of the other, and covered with sweet or savory stuffing. Filo pastry is available in Greek or Turkish delicatessens yufka pastry sheets, wrapped in film or frozen. It can also be replaced by puff pastry. You should always defrost frozen pastry sheets under a damp tea towel, as they can become too dry and break otherwise. Flat-leaf parsley was already used in ancient Greece and Rome to make wreaths for the heads of athletes. Today it is used rather as an herb for cooking than spice. Flat-leaf parsley is milder than our local variety. It is part of nearly every Greek dish, either added during the cooking process, or sprinkled on top at the end. Garlic, originally from Egypt, garlic is indispensable for Greek cooking. It is also used raw for curries and soups. For all stewed, boiled or fried dishes, garlic is one of the most popular ingredients. Gigandes, Greek lima beans, the best are said to come from Macedonia and Epirus. They can be bought in Greek delicatessens, or you can use German broad beans, or Italian cannellini instead. Gliko, typical Greek speciality, as also known as a spoon sweet, as mostly served on a spoon. Gliko is a piece of fruit such as cherries, strawberries, oranges, etc., preserved in syrup. It is offered to guests with a glass of water as a sign of hospitality, or served with afternoon coffee. grapes were already cultivated in ancient Greece, and find their way into numerous dishes both fresh and dried as raisins, sultanas or currants. Honey Greek honey is one of the best in the world, and thus in many Greek dishes, for example for yogurt, dressings, sauces or for preparing syrup and traditional desserts, pastries and cakes. Pure sweet thyme honey is a speciality. Lemons are indispensable for nearly all Greek dishes. They are used for seasoning, marinating or garnishing. A Greek kitchen would be unthinkable without a little bowl of lemons on the table. Lentils appear in all color and size in Greek dishes. The most widely used variety are little green brown lentils. The best are allegedly from Macedonia. Mint, the herb with its strong fragrance, is mostly used fresh for seasoning salads, dressings and sauces, or chopped and sprinkled over dishes. Dried mint sometimes appears in rice stuffings, however it should be used sparingly. Okra, a very popular vegetable in Greece. Okra pods are normally cooked whole. The pods have to be treated carefully when cooking. If you cut the pulp while trimming the pod, a sticky thick liquid appears, which later thickens the cooking liquid greatly. To avoid this, okra pods should be sprinkled with salt before cooking, and drizzled with lemon or vinegar. Oregano, the #1 spice of Greek cooking, it appears in most dishes. The herb is very aromatic, and has a typical taste of its own. Translated, its Greek name means joy of the mountain, as the herb grows wild on hillsides. Dried oregano has an even stronger flavor than the fresh herb. Pine nuts are the seeds in the cones of the pine tree. They have a fine, sweet, nutty flavor and are used both for savory and sweet dishes and desserts. Pistachios are one of the most popular nuts in Greece. The green nuts are used both for a savory vegetable, meat and fish dishes and for cake, pastries and desserts. They grow on the islands, off the coast of Attica. The best pistachios are said to come from the island of Gigandes. Purslane, both the fleshy leaves and thin stems of this plant are used for Greek cooking. Purslane is often collected wild in Greece. It has a slightly sour taste, and is mainly used for salads. Quince, the fruit has a pale yellow skin, and belongs to the same family as apples and pears, but cannot be eaten raw. Its hard flesh is golden yellow, and takes on a light pink hue during cooking. Quinces are used for desserts, sweets and meat dishes. Quince pure is a speciality of the Ionic Islands. Rice is a staple of Greek cuisine, and available in many different varieties. It can also be replaced by round grain or short grain rice, such as Italian risotto. Rosemary is also known as Rosemary's ocean dew in Greek. It mostly grows wild, and is used for meat, poultry and fish. Rosemary goes very well with barbecued meat, and is ideal for marinades for barbecued or over-baked dishes. Saffron, this spice is grown in Greece, and made from crocus stigmas. Greek saffron is well known for its excellent quality. It finds its way into rice dishes, pilau's and desserts. Sage is normally used as a spice for sausage stuffings, or made into a tea. Sesame, the light little seeds, are very popular in Greek cuisine, and used for sweet and savory dishes. They take on a fine nutty flavor when roasted. Thyme has a very intensive flavor when fresh, which becomes even stronger when dried. Thyme tastes great with lamb, or barbecued meat, but also with fish and vegetable. It goes very well with oregano. Greek thyme honey is famous. Those tomatoes are the typical Greek summer vegetable, be it raw, cooked, stewed, or in special tomato cakes, from the island of Santorin. Most Greek cooks make their own tomato cure using old family recipes. Vine leaves are indispensable for making the famous dolmades, stuffed vine leaves. They can be bought fresh or pickled in Greek delicatessens. The latter have to be carefully rinsed before using to remove all traces of the salty brine. Walnuts are nearly just as popular as pistachios in Greece, and served as a starter, or for dessert, and even thus in fish or poultry sauces. Green walnuts is syrup are a speciality of the island of Thasos. Yogurt. The Greeks like to eat their yogurt with nothing but a bit of honey for breakfast. Typical Greek yogurt is thick and creamy with a fine skin. It is mostly made from sheep's or cow's milk. A little bowl of yogurt is served with virtually any meal in Greece, be it as a starter, side dish, sauce, or dressing. It is used for cake, pastries, and desserts, and for marinating meat.